Hello everyone, this is Heading Tian. In this video, we are learning 5.4 sum and difference identities for sine and the tangent. So here in this table, you will see the sum and difference identity of the sine here and the tangent. So sine A plus B equals sine A times cosine B plus cosine A times sine B. Sine A minus B equals sine A times cosine B minus cosine A sine B. For tangent, tangent A plus B equals tangent A plus tangent B, all divided by 1 minus tangent A times tangent B. And tangent A minus B equals, on the top is tangent A minus B, tangent B. And the bottom is 1 plus tangent A times tangent B. And it takes you a while. Please write down these four formulas on your scratch paper for at least 5 times until you can remember them and you can memorize them. So if you have your notebook, so please copy the identities on your notebook. All right, let's see the first example. Sine 165 degrees. We have learned the special angles and find the trig value of the special angles. But 165, it is not a special angle like 0 degree, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees, or at least we can say if I have 120 degrees, I can find the sine function. But what is the function of 165? Let's make it to the angle smaller, acute angle that I have learned. Not I have learned. Okay, let's find where is 165. If I can draw it, 165 must be in the second quadrant. This is 165. What is the reference angle of 165? It's 180 degrees minus 165 degrees. What is that? Is that 15? All right, the reference angle of 165 is 15 degrees. And the sine in second quadrant is positive. So sine 165 equals sine 15 degrees. So let's convert it to some small angle, that acute angle we have learned. Okay, let's erase this. Okay, how to find sine 15 degrees? We have learned that sine 15 equals 45 degrees. Sine 45 degrees minus, 30 degrees. All right, and use the second property. I can split it into the sine 45 degrees times cosine 30 degrees. And then this is minus. So sine is normal. If you have minus, you minus. Cosine 45 degrees times sine 30 degrees. Let's plug in the value. We have learned the special angles, sine and cosine value. They are square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 3 over 2 minus square root of 2 over 2 times 1/2. So we are having square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4. So they have the same denominator. We have square root of 6 minus square root of 2, all divided by 4. Okay, so how about next example? This is tangent 285. So 285, that's a big angle. Let's use the reference angle to find the reference angle and decide is positive or negative. Let's see, where is 285 in the fourth quadrant? So this is 285. The reference angle alpha equals 360 degrees minus 285 degrees. What is that? It should be 75 degrees. If I have 75 degrees, for the tangent in the fourth quadrant, I must have negative tangent 75. Okay. All right. Let's see. For tangent 75, look at the 75. That's not a special angle, but I have learned that 75 equals 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. Oh, I can use the formula to find the value. So 75 equals 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. And then I use the formula. Which formula I'm using? The third one, tangent A plus B. On the top, I have tangent A plus tangent B, tangent 45 plus tangent 30 degrees. The bottom is 1 minus tangent 45 degrees times tangent 30 degrees. And let's plug in the value. Don't forget to have negative sign in front. We have 1 plus square root of 3 over 3 and 1 minus square root of 3 over 3. All right, the top and bottom, they both have the fraction, and the 3 is the bottom. So we have 3 here, we have 3 here. That means I can multiply the top, everybody on the top, by 3, and everybody at the bottom multiply by 3. I want to get rid of the fraction on the top and bottom. Then I'm having on the top, I have 3. So 3 plus square root of 3. The bottom is 3 minus square root of 3. And we have the square root. How to get rid of the square root? Rationalize the square root at the bottom. So let's multiply by, multiply all the top by the conjugate of the bottom. 3 minus square root of 3. Oh, sorry. 3 plus square root of 3. 3 plus square root of 3. And then what are we going to have? The top we have, we can distribute. So the bottom is 9 minus 3. And the top we are having 9 plus 2 square root of 3 plus 3. And on the top we have 12 plus 2 square root of 3, and the bottom we have 6. They are all divisible by is there something wrong? Oh, I have a wrong here. I have a mistake here. This is not 2 times square root of 3. So it's plus, we should have 6 times square root of 3. 6 square root of 3. And then top and bottom, they are all divisible by 6. We have negative. On the top, we have 2 plus square root of 3 left. If I want to distribute the negative sign, what do we have? We have negative 2 minus square root of 3. So this one, the formula is easy. We did a lot of computations, a lot of algebraic computations. All right, let's see next example. We have sine 5 pi over 12. Is this a special angle? No, it is not. So what is this? So 5 pi over 12. We have learned if I have 5 pi over 12, it equals 3 pi over 12 plus 2 pi over 12. Right? What is 3 pi over 12? It is pi over 4. What is 2 pi over 12? That is pi over 6. Oh, these two, they are special angles for us. We know all the trig values of these two special values. So if you have the question asking me, how did you know that 5 pi over 12 equals 3 pi over 12 plus 2 pi over 12? I have practiced so many questions. So when I see the 5 pi over 12, it triggered my memory. And also I did a lot of try. I tried maybe 1 pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12. So this is special angle, which is pi over 3, but this is not. So I keep trying. I can try 2 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. Yes, this couple works because this is pi over 6 and this is pi over 4. So these two are special angles. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the question. So the sine 5 pi over 12, it is sine. So 2 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. And then let's use the formula to find the sum of the sine. So we have sine. Let's simplify this. Let's do the simplification first. This is a sine pi over 6 plus pi over 4. So make it make the angle we have learned before, because if you use this one, it's hard to do the computation. You need to simplify first. So we have sine pi over 6 times cosine pi over 4, and plus cosine pi over 6 times sine pi over 4. The order doesn't matter. We have the same solution. If you have 4 pi, pi over 4 first, pi over 6 second, we have the same solution. All right, let's plug in the special values. They are 1/2 times square root of 2 over 2 plus, plus square root of 3 over 2 times square root of 2 over 2. So we have bottom 4 square root of 2 plus square root of 6 over 4. And combine the tops, they have the same denominator, square root of 2 plus square root of 6 all over 4. All right, let's see next example, number D. Sine 76 degrees times cosine 31 degrees minus cosine 76 degrees times sine 31 degrees. Okay, they all have the 76 degrees, 31 degrees. And also I have sine cosine, cosine minus cosine sine. What is that? Is that the formula of the difference of the sine? Yes. So I can rewrite this one. Is this a sine A times cosine B minus cosine A sine B? Yes, it is. So this is a sine A minus B. Okay. I know that I do the substitution. So this is a sine 76 degrees minus 31 degrees. This is a sine 45 degrees. What is sine 45? Square root of 2 over 2. So this is a solution. All right, let's see number E. Tangent 80 degrees plus tangent 55 degrees, all divided by 1 minus tangent 80 times tangent 55. What is this? Is this a formula? Yes, it is the tangent A plus tangent B all over 1 minus tangent A, tangent B. Oh, I know this is a tangent A plus B. So this one equals tangent 80 degrees plus 55 degrees. What is that? That's tangent 135 degrees. So is 135 a special angle for us? Yes, it is, because 135 is in the second quadrant, and this is 135. What is the reference angle of 135? Is 180 minus 135. This is 45 degrees. All right, this is tangent 45. In the second quadrant, tangent is negative or positive? Negative. So we put a negative sign in front. So it is -1. All right. Let's see next example. Use identities to write each expression as a single function of f or theta. If I have tangent pi over 4 plus x, So use the formula, separate the pi over 4 and x. The formula is tangent pi over 4 plus tangent x over 1 minus tangent pi over 4 times tangent x. What is tangent pi over 4? That is 1. 1 plus tangent x over 1 minus tangent x, because this part is 1. So 1 times tangent x is tangent x. All right, let's see next one. So we are done for the A because we follow the instruction. So use the identity writer expression as a single function of x or theta. Okay, how to separate the 270 degrees and theta? This is subtraction. We are having sine 270 degrees times cosine theta, and then minus cosine 270s, and times sine theta. What is sine 270s? Where is it? So on the y-axis is here. The point here is 0, negative 1. So what is the sine of 270s? It is y over r. So y is negative 1. R for the unit circle is 1. So we have negative 1. Negative 1 times cosine theta. And what is the cosine 270? So we have learned that cosine 270 degrees is is x over r. Okay, what is the x of the point? 0. 0 over 1 is 0. So we put 0 here, minus 0 times sine theta. So 0 times any number is 0. We have negative cosine theta. Okay, let's see next one. Let's separate the theta and the 30 degrees. We have cosine. Oh, this one is a different one, yes, right? Because this looking for the cosine. So it confused you that we're learning the sine and tangent sum and difference identities, and then suddenly they give us a cosine. So we're using last class materials to solve this one. This is a cosine. So cosine, the difference of cosine is cosine theta times cosine 30 degrees, and then plus sine theta times sine 30 degrees. Okay, so what is the sine 30 degrees? Square root 3 over 2 times cosine theta, and the plus sine theta times sine 30 is 1/2 sine theta. Okay, so let me ask you, can I also use the sum or difference of the sine function to solve this one? So this is a shortcut. So we start from the question and immediately find the solution. And let's use a method that's go all the way, maybe a different path to get to the direction. So what is the method I'm using if I want to use the difference or the sum of the sine function, sine identity? We're using cofunction things. What is the cofunction of cosine? Sine. And what's the relationship between the cosine and sine if they're cofunction? So cofunction means if I convert the cosine to the sine, I can use 90 degrees. Subtract the angle of the cosine here. Oh. So we use 90 minus theta minus 30 degrees. So I'm having a sine 90 degrees minus theta plus 30 degrees. This is a sine 120 degrees minus theta. And then this is a difference of the sine. That means I can use the sine formulas. Sine 120 degrees times cosine theta, and minus cosine 120 degrees times sine theta. What is that? So the sine 120 in the second quadrant, and a reference angle is 60. So we have positive square root of 3 over 2 times cosine theta. And the second part, what is cosine 120? So cosine 120, the angle is in the second quadrant. Then cosine is negative. So the negative value and this negative value, they are positive. Plus, so sine, cosine 60, that is 1/2 times sine theta. They have the same solution, you see. But I suggest you to use the difference of the cosine formula. So easier, less steps. All right, let's see the next example. So we need to find the sine s plus t, tangent s plus t. I also need to find the quadrant of s plus t. Okay, so how to find the sine s plus t? I know the formula is sine s times cosine t plus cosine s sine t. I need to have sine s, cosine t, sine t. If I want to find the tangent s plus t, I need to have tangent s plus tangent t, and 1 minus tangent s, tangent t. I need to have the tangent s, tangent t. So let's find the missing information first, and then find the sine and the cosine of t, s plus t. Okay, the question gave us cosine s equals 3 over 5. So if the cosine is given, and cosine equals x over r, and s and t, they are all in the first quadrant. Let's find the y. So y equals square root of r squared minus x squared. And in the first quadrant, so I'm having a positive sign here, or you can ignore the positive sign. Okay, so we're having square root of 5 squared minus 3 squared. It is 4. So I got a y's value. And how about the sine s? So sine s equals y over r. Y is 4. And the r is 5. So 4 over 5. We found the sine s. So here we have sine t. Can you find cosine t? Excuse me. So cosine, sorry. We list the given information here. Sine t equals 5 over 13. And sine t equals y over r. Can you find the x? Yes, x equals r squared minus y squared. This line too long. And then we plug in the value. That's 13 squared minus 5 squared. It is 12. So x must be positive because it shows us that in the first quadrant, so sine, cosine, they are all positive, or x, y's value, they are all positive. And then my cosine t equals x over r. That's the 12 over 13. And let's find find a. The a says, looking for the sine s plus t. So let's find what is the sine s plus t. This is the sine s times cosine t plus cosine s times sine t. What is sine x? 4 over 5. What is cosine t? So sine s, yes, 4 over 5. Where is the cosine t? That's 12 over 13. We have found it here. And then plus cosine s, 3 over 5. And sine t, what is the sine t? It's given is 5 over 13. And then let's do the computation. That's 48 divided by 65 plus 15 over 65. They have 65. On the top, we are having 63. So this is the value of the sine s plus t. How about tangent s plus t? We need to have the tangent s tangent t. What is tangent s? Tangent s equals y over x. So for the s part, this is s part. So the y we have found. What is y? 4. So y is 4. What is the x? X is 3. So tangent s is 4 over 3. What is the tangent t? Tangent t, let's find the tangent t from here. You can use sine t over cosine t. You can also say that's y equals y divided by x. So y is 5. And what is the x? X is 12 because I found it here. Okay, so we have the tangent s and t's value. So tangent s plus t is on the top is tangent s plus tangent t over 1 minus tangent s tangent t. And then plug in the value. We're having 4 over 3 plus 5 over 12. 1 minus 4 over 3 times 5 over 12. Can I do some cancellation? Yes, I think so. You see 4, 12. I got 3 left. And yeah, no more cancellation. So how about do addition on the top? So do addition on the top. So here multiply by 4, multiply by 4. So the bottom is 12 and the top is 16 plus 12. 16 plus 5 is 21. And the bottom, let's see, 1 minus 5 over 9. So what is 1 minus 5 over 9? It's 4 over 9. So do the KCF, 21 over 12. Multiply by 9 over 4. Let's do the cancellation. So here is 4, here's 3, and 16 at the bottom. The top is 63. So the solution is 63 over 16. And how about the number C? What do we need to do? The number C says, asking where is the s plus t? Where is the angle s plus t in the quadrant 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let's see. From the first 2 steps, this is the value of sine s plus t. This is value of tangent s plus t. Okay. For the sine s plus t, this angle, so the sine value is positive, is greater than 0, positive. And the tangent of this angle, s plus t, is also positive. Let's do the review, ASTC. So this angle will make the sine positive. The angle must be in the first and second quadrant. And this angle also make the tangent positive. Tangent positive is in the first quadrant and the third quadrant. That means, s plus t is in Q1, quadrant 1, because make the sine and tangent positive at the same time. All right, let's see next one, number 53. We are looking for the same thing. We need to follow the same steps like the previous example. Okay, how to do this one? We need to find all the other missing informations. So find the sine s plus t. We need to find the sine s, cosine s, sine t and cosine t. And for the tangent, I need to find the tangent s and tangent t. All right, the given information is cosine s and cosine t. And the s and t, they are all in the quadrant 3. So let's find the missing information. So cosine s equals negative 8 over 17. So this one, cosine equals x over r. That means my x equals negative 8 r equals 17. Can you find the y? So remember that. This is important. In the third quadrant, all the x and y, the point here, all the x, y, they are negative. So remember, the y is negative. So negative square root of r squared minus x squared. This is negative. R squared is 17 squared minus x squared is negative 8 squared. So let's do the computation. I can use my calculator to do this. This is negative 15. And I'm looking for the sin s. So sin s equals y over r. My y is negative 15. R is 17. Oh, this is negative 15 over 17. Okay, we found the sin s. How about the t part? The given information is cosine t equals negative 3 over 5. Cosine equals x over r. So x equals negative 3, r equals 5, and y equals, remember, negative, because in the third quadrant, r squared minus x squared, that is 4, because I remember that 3, 4, 5 is the special values. All right, so we found the r. Can you find the sin t? Sin t equals y over r. So y is negative 4. Remember, you have negative sign. Negative 4 over r5. Negative 4 over 5. All right. Let's see. What is the number 8? We're looking for the sin s plus t. So sin s plus t equals sin s times cosine t, and plus cosine s times sin t. What is sin s? Sin s is negative 15 over 17. And cosine t is is negative 3 over 5. If we are putting a negative data in the computation, let's use parentheses. Plus cosine s. Cosine s is negative 8 over 17 times sin t. Sin t is negative 4 over 5. Okay, let's do the computation. This is a lot of computation. Negative, negative, positive. So positive bottom is 85 and the top is 45. And then plus on the top is 32, bottom is 85. It's a positive solution. So we have 77, bottom is 85. How about tangent? S plus t. So we need to find the sine tangent t and cotangent t. So let's borrow some area here. Tangent t equals y over x for the tangent, for the t part. Y, I'm looking for the t first. I need to find the s first. Okay, the s is from here. So let's find the y over x. So the y is negative 15, x is negative 8. So we are having positive 15 over 8 because negative 15 over negative 8 is positive 15 over 8. And how about the tangent t? Tangent t is y over x. So y is negative 4, x is negative 3, 4 over 3. 4 over 3. Okay, let's see. What is the solution? This is number B. So let's put it here. On the top, we have tangent s plus tangent t over 1 minus tangent s, tangent t. And on the top, what do we have? We have 15 over 8 plus 4 over 3. The bottom is 1 minus 15 over 8 times 4 over 3. I'd like to do some simplification here. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. And 3, 15, I got 5. So let's combine the tops. Maybe do the computation here horizontally. So on the top, let's both of them, they have the same, or I copy it and then simplify later. Because the first step, I do the simplification here. So 15 over 8 plus 4 over 3, 1 minus 5 over 2. Let's find the lowest common denominator from the top and bottom. I think the lowest common denominator is 24. So let's multiply the 24 top and bottom. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3 times 15, 45 plus 32. And the bottom is 24 minus 12. Wow, that's a big computations. So 12 times 5 is 60. So the top is 77. The bottom is negative 36. So the tangent is negative. And here sine s plus t is positive. Okay, what is the next step? We need to decide where is the sine plus t. So for the sine s plus t, we got a positive solution, but the tangent s plus t, I got the negative solution. Where should I find my angle s plus t? So sine positive is in first and second quadrant. Tangent negative, the angle is in the second and the fourth. Oh, I make a 2 check mark here. That means my s plus t in the Q2, quadrant 2. All right, this is 2. So, all right, we finished the last question of 5.5. If you have any question, please let me know. Have a good one. See you next video. Have a bye-bye.